Hey guys, it's Kyle Thompson here with Rossmount Real Estate Group, and once again, I'm bringing you a monthly market update for Kamloops. Today, we're going to be taking a look at condos, so let's jump right into it. Last month, we had 38 new listings, 17 new sales. The average list price was $418,688. Average sale price was $401,135. The average days on market to sell was 52 days. And we ended the month with a monthly inventory of 102, which gives us a monthly supply of inventory of 4.29. So when using the monthly supply of inventory method, we are still in seller's market territory for condos. I like to use both the monthly supply of inventory and the sales to new listing ratio. When we jump over and take a look at the sales to new listing ratio, we see that last month we came in at 46%, which is neutral market territory. Moving on to inventory. Last month, we had a slight reduction in the benchmark price, falling from $409,200 to $405,400. Sales have been trending downward since June, with last month having the lowest sales since January. Sales do tend to slow down in the winter months, and I do expect the inventory to continue building throughout the winter. A couple of things I would like to note is that condos have been holding up exceedingly well when it comes to price, number of sales, and the ratio of sales to expireds. To keep all these numbers in perspective, we're going to zoom out for a moment and take a look at the 10-year averages before zooming in and taking a look at things more granularly, starting off with new listings. So far, year to date, we've had 407 new listings, which is about 6% below the 10-year average of 431. When we look at units sold, so far this year there's been 267, which is only about 4% below the 10-year average of 278. As I mentioned earlier, condos are holding up far better than detached homes and the overall market, which are down 23% and 18% respectively. Now let's take a look at the year-over-year numbers by sub-area type. Once again, I just want to point out that this is year over year, so it's the last year compared to the year prior to that. So we are still getting the tail end of 2021, which is why there are such drastic changes in the numbers. Sales are down substantially across the board outside of Tobiano, Dufferin, and Sun Rivers. Both Dufferin and Tobiano have very low sales volumes, so really the only area that's actually been holding up well is Sun Rivers. Sun Peaks has been hit the hardest, with sales falling 48% from 77 down to 40. Moving on to average sale price. Prices have been holding in fairly well, with most areas being positive outside of South Cam, Sun Peaks, Sun Rivers, and Dufferin. Dufferin prices are down almost 20%, but that's likely due to the sample size being so small. Valley View looks like it's down 100%, but that's just because there's been no sales this year. Now that we've seen how things are holding up on the sales front, let's take a look at how long it's taking properties to sell. Just like before, we're going to start at the 10-year average and then zoom in. So far, year to date, it's taken an average of 66 days for condos to sell, which is about 7% below the 10-year average of 71. If we look at the trailing 12 months, we see that October took an average of 52 days to sell, which is about 20% below the 12-month average of 65. Now let's zoom into the sub-area type again and look at the year-over-year numbers. Properties are taking longer to sell across the board. However, areas like Sun Rivers, Tobiano, and Brock are all averaging 50 days or less, whereas areas like Sun Peaks, Dallas, Sahali, and Westside are all averaging 70 days or more. Finally, let's move on to affordability. What I did here is I just took the benchmark price for a condo last month and then compared it to the same thing 12 months prior. Then I went on to ratehub.ca and I grabbed the prevailing rates, threw everything into a mortgage calculator so that we could see how affordability has changed over the last 12 months. The benchmark price has risen $29,200 from $376,200 to $405,400. That means the minimum down payment required is now $20,270, which is about $1,460 more than it was a year ago. With today's rates, that would mean that a mortgage payment with a fixed rate would be about $2,396, which is up $361 from a year ago. If you went with a variable rate instead, you'd be looking at a monthly mortgage payment of $2,563, which is an increase of $557. That's all we have for today. As always, I really hope that you're getting some value out of these market updates. If you are, please consider liking and subscribing to my YouTube channel. And if you ever have any comments or suggestions on things you'd like to see in these market updates, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and I will get to them as soon as I am able. Thanks for watching.